Hello viewers, we are delighted to find you once again and to bring to you the passion for the best of football. You are of course in Football Planet right here on Africanews, your Pan-African channel. We get right away with the highlights for today's program. Germany are on top of the world at the moment, beating Chile at the final of the Confederations Cup. We present you the highlights in a few moments. On the continent, we take a look at the Champions League and the CAF Cup, the first qualifiers for the quarterfinals at the 5th round. And we take a look at the disappointments of the academy of TP Mazembe, which is suffering the consequences of the exile of its owner, Moses Katumbi. Also to follow, news from the transfer market. And on the front page, the signing of Burkinabe Bertrand Traoré at Olympique Lyonnais. Welcome to Football Planet. They were favourites and now they have lived up to the billing. The Germans on Sunday won the Confederations Cup 2017, but it was complicated for the machines who had to fight hard, as expected, facing a catchy and experienced Chilean team beaten by 1-0. Let's take a look at the highlights.
Voici les temps forts.
The defender clipping in, Arangis brings it down, Rudiger able to do enough, Vidal's attempt saved by Ter Stegen. Cutting it back on Rudy, letting fly, Ter Stegen fumbled it, the rebound is mishit by Alexis Sanchez. And then a mistake by Goretzka, Pablo Hernandez leaving it for Eduardo Vargas. He's got a couple options, he takes it himself. Third save, a giveaway at the back, Werner's in, lays it across, an empty net for Lars Stindl that'll tap into, completely against the run of play. Germany take the lead. Bad giveaway to Julian Draxler, handing off now for Leon Goretzka, saved by Claudio Bravo. Arangis able to turn on as Rudiger backed off. It's into the middle for Vargas, right to Ter Stegen. That's a deflected cross. Ter Stegen didn't get there. It's loose, roll in front and missed.
The Confederations Cup was the only trophy missing for Germany in all football competitions, but now they finally have it. Fortunately, coach Joachim Löw was able to express himself, as did his Chilean counterpart Joan Antonio Pizzi.
Spaß könnte ich jetzt sagen, wir müssen uns jetzt überlegen, welchen von den daheim gebliebenen Spielern wir zu diesem Team jetzt dann...
Well, jokingly, I could say to those who stayed at home that we are happy and satisfied with the new squad.
Klasse Spieler, die natürlich immer noch...
No doubt about it, and they are still playing at an incredibly high professional level.
Das war das vorrangige Ziel, also neben diesem Cup, das war...
I want to give young players a chance to have the experience in international matches like this.
Spieler auch diese Erfahrung mal zu geben in solchen Spielen.
This squad is now in a much better position than when it was before the Confederation Cup.
Die jetzt dabei waren, die haben eine bessere Position als vor dem Confed Cup.
Dentro de la tristeza y la amargura que siempre hay cuando uno...
Even amidst all the sadness and bitterness we have after losing in the final, we are also happy to know that we are able to compete against the best.
Y que tenemos que seguir para no bajar.
We were only lower than our intensity and what we have been practicing.
Tratar de seguir haciendo lo mismo.
It should be noted that Portugal, without Cristiano Ronaldo, won the bronze medal by overcoming Mexico. Though the Mexicans opened the scoring and were at the verge of victory, Pepe, however, came to the rescue for Portugal at dying minutes to level up and send the game to extra time. A penalty from substitute Adrian Silva in the extra time gave Portugal victory. One of the major events at this Confederations Cup was the test of video refereeing, but its use in this tournament did not reassure some. However, FIFA officials were rather satisfied, even if they recognized that there is still need for improvement. But first, we take a look at the reactions of the chairman of the panel and of the board of referees.
It has been a great success because in
many occasions, the video assistant referees had the chance to intervene, to help, to assist the referee. And in 6 game-changing decisions so far, we still have 2 games to go, in 6 game-changing decisions, the video assistant referees actually corrected the decision or the mistake made by the referee. So without the video assistant referees, we would have had a different tournament.
We want to avoid those mistakes that after some years are still remembered by everybody as a mistake who really affected the final result, the final outcome of a match or the final result of a competition.
To close the chapter on the Confederations Cup, we note that Germany's Julian Draxler was crowned best player of the tournament, and a proof of German dominance, Timo Werner and Leon Goretzka finished top joint scorers. Germany, yes, they were crowned champions of Europe under-21, also during the weekend, beating Spain 1-0. The only goal of the match was scored by Michael Weiser, midfielder of Hertha Berlin. It is the second title of the Germans in this competition. And back to the home front, the African Champions League, where we now know the first qualifiers for the quarter-finals. 3 have already secured their tickets, including defending champions, the Mamelodi Sundowns. Here are the tables after the 5th round. In the other continental competition, the CAF Cup, the uncertainty is much greater. Mouloudia Club of Algiers and CS Sfaxien have for the time obtained their qualification. As you can see, title holders TP Mazembe have taken the lead at their group. A success that hides the misery of the academy, the Katumbu Football Academy, where living and working conditions have become very difficult because of the political legal problems of its owner, Moses Katumbi, who is currently in exile. We find out more in this report by Nasser Sundumbe and Victor Mbinda.
DR Congo's football powerhouse TP Mazembe's football academy, the Katumbi Football Academy, has run into operational trouble since the exile of its owner Moise Katumbi. The emblematic president of the 5-time African champions has been facing difficulties transferring funds to support the academy after he fled the country, where he faces a lawsuit against state security. As a result, the academy's new complex is still not operational and training sessions have been halted. For the first time in 5 years, in April, we weighed the players and noticed that they had lost weight because they were forced to eat a fewer number of meals each day. But as far as the game is concerned, the academy is posting results. 12 young players are already professionals. Arsene Zola, one of the most talented, is now part of the first team of TP Mazembe. It will benefit not only the Mazembe team but also the national team. Both our national team and even other clubs can solicit the services of players who graduate from this academy. Established in 2012, the Katumbi Football Academy recruits fresh youngsters every 2 years. In the coming days, 6,000 young people will take part in a recruitment parade where only 15 will be chosen. The objective, they say, is to see 1 of every 2 pensioners in future become professional footballers.
And I told you last week when negotiations were still going on, it is now official. Bertrand Traoré has signed with Olympique Lyonnais. The 21-year-old Burkina Faso striker signed a 5-year contract from Chelsea. Here he returns to his ambitions and shares with us the reasons that guided his choice.
It is the new project of the club, that is its philosophy. I would say the new philosophy, the style of the game. I think the football played here at Olympique Lyonnais has developed and is almost the same as the game we played at Ajax. It is football that suits me perfectly. I think that it is the perfect choice for me to come here and continue my evolution and prove myself. I think by coming here, I will have to adapt and have stability, which I have been searching for several years now.
Finally, the COSAFA Cup is still in progress with the elimination of host country and title holders, South Africa. South Africa lost to Tanzania 1-0. We give you more on the result and the new semi-final fixtures to be played. So this is where we draw the curtains on Football Planet this week. But of course, the news continues on Africanews on our website, www.africanews.com, with feedback on our Twitter and Facebook pages. Thank you and see you next week.